Get on, son.
Dzień dobry, people. Atticus Schaefer here. Welcome back to my channel. A little bit of a bonus video for you guys this week because I'm wanting to experiment with something and I think it'd be a lot of fun to bring you guys along for the ride. Today is a wonderfully cool, overcast day here in Southern California. The weather report says we're supposed to be getting rain starting today and lasting for the next several days, clear through the weekend. It's Thursday when I'm recording this, and I wanted to be able to have another cup of coffee, but not just any cup of coffee. We're going to be doing an experiment. So, as you guys know who have been with my channel for a very long time, I've brought up on various different occasions my interest in emergency preparedness, which all really started from me watching The Walking Dead and kind of asking myself, okay, if there was a zombie apocalypse, what would I do? And that sort of deal back when I was a teenager. Well, there's a lot of practical preparedness that obviously is needed, and it seems like everybody and their mother has gotten into preparedness in one form or fashion because of the recent events that have gone on in the world and what is continuing to go on in the world and whatever. But I'm one of those people who I have a little bag that I will bring with me whenever I go out of the house, and it has certain things in it like toilet paper or a boo-boo kit, and different really practical, realistic things like that. I always bring a bottle of water with me whenever I go out and things like that. And it's really there in case something were to happen, say my car breaks down, or something happens to a road and I'm not able to get home, or maybe, you know, I'm in a position where I'm visiting with someone and I'm there longer than intended, or I'm at a job, something like that, something realistic that can go on and inconvenience you. And the purpose of having these supplies or these materials or parcels or whatever with you in a little bag is really to just make sure that you are not totally and completely inconvenienced, right? And one of those things is I am a huge coffee lover. My mom and I both, we absolutely adore our coffee, especially in the morning. Being able to get up in the morning and have a cup of coffee with Mom, with our breakfast, it's both of our favorite times of the day. We'll usually get up and relax and watch YouTube and then kind of get into the rhythm of the day, and that's a great way of waking up. But obviously, you know, when you're out running around, running errands, going to your job, whatever, sometimes an afternoon cup of coffee or afternoon tea, as I called it in my Starbucks video, is something really enjoyable to have. So, something that I want to keep with me, and I have been keeping with me in my little baggie, was some instant coffee. And what I had initially was Taster's Choice, or Nescafe Taster's Choice, and I wish my camera would focus. Don't focus on me, focus on the packet. Hello. There we go. Nescafe Taster's Choice, which affectionately, or not so much, in the like survival and bushcraft realm of YouTube, this is called Taster's Nasty. Mom and I did try either this or Folgers, or both, instant coffee. And I think it was the Folgers that we had, and it was actually quite good. It didn't taste too bad. Normally I make up a cup of Mr. Folgers in the Mr. Coffee pot every morning. And so that's usually what we drink anyway. Not the instant coffee, but the grounds. And what I realized, though, is when I did have this, it was doctored up with mocha mix and stevia, which is what I usually put in my coffee in the morning. That makes my coffee enjoyable. But what I realized is in my little emergency bag, quote unquote, I'm not able to keep mocha mix or stevia with me without it going bad. And so I was going through my little baggie and I realized that these, the 2 or 3 of these that I had in my bag, expired. And so what I did is I learned through the survival, you know, prepping guys that I watch on YouTube, which one of them is Corporal's Corner, Corporal Kelly. He was using this Nescafe Original 3-in-1. And I wasn't sure what it was, and it piqued my interest. I hope that my camera will focus. Come on. I believe in you. Well, it says Nescafe 3-in-1. It wants to focus on my face. But it's Nescafe 3-in-1, and what I did is I went on Amazon and I looked it up, and turns out this is not just coffee, but it's creamer and sugar all in one. So all in one packet that doesn't expire for a year, powdered. You can have this, and all you have to do is boil the water, pour this in it, and then boom, you have coffee. And actually, realistically, you wouldn't even have to boil the water. You could just have the water there, stir this into it, let it dissolve, and then you have like an iced coffee, a cold coffee. So I got a pack of these. You actually can't get these in America. These ones in particular are from Romania, which is really cool. And so I bought a box of these, and I wanted to test it out before I committed to it and said, hey, this is a good resource to have in my little baggie. So we're going to do that right now. It's 11:30 in the morning, and yes, I already need my second cup of coffee. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to take a bottle of water. I actually pulled out my little metal canteen cup that I keep in my bag, and we're going to actually christen this. This is the first time I've ever used it, ever. So I'm going to christen it, see how it feels, see how it works, how it boils water, and then once we get this water boiling here on my stove, we'll pour in the Nescafe and stir it up and make it all nice. So I want you guys to join me along for the ride. We have our Arrowhead Mountain Spring water here, because I'm fancy. Let's see how much I really want. That seems good. Ignition. Keep that on a medium heat. And get a little fall cozy. Ready to go for when that boils up. So, I'm going to let this boil up. I'll bring you guys back when it's all boiled, and I pour in the coffee and mix it up. Okay, everyone, it's been about 8 minutes since I shut off the camera, and my my water that I have here is already boiling, and I don't need it to be a rolling boil, but it kind of already got to that point, so I'm going to shut off the heat now. I've already taken off the top. I was able to just tear it off of the packet of the 3-in-1, the Nescafe 3-in-1. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to just dump this right on in here into the stainless steel cup. What I like about this cup, and I was testing it, all the survival people, they stir with the plastic. Ooh, that looks creamy. That's actually how I like my coffee, is like that. Okay, we're going to let that sort of reconstitute and come to fruition. But what I like about this canteen cup actually is the handle here is not warm. It's not hot at all. So you can actually hold this by the handle if you needed to move it around and do everything that you need to do with it. I'm going to move it over here and get it off of that burner. And then I'm going to just let this cool for a sec. That way it's sippable through the canteen cup. And I'll bring you back when it's cool and we'll taste test it together. Okay, so it's been a few minutes. I've let my little canteen cup here cool down in its contents, so that way it's preferably below scalding temperature. We're going to go ahead and give this a very careful taste test right now. Again, looking at it, it actually looks really nice. It looks like just a creamy cup of coffee with milk and sugar in it. It doesn't look any different or any weird. It didn't look that way when I was reconstituting it or anything, as I was stirring it around. Still steaming, still a bit warm, so I got to be super careful here. That's not bad at all. That's actually really good. It's still a bit warm, but from what I'm tasting, it tastes amazing. It tastes like a regular creamy cup of coffee. This is awesome, and actually significantly better than Taster's Choice. So, I'm very happy with my purchase. I've got my Romanian Nestle Nescafe 3-in-1 instant coffee. I'll probably be sticking, 3 or 4 of those little packets inside of my little baggie, and then if ever there was something happens, or something doesn't even have to happen, I now have access to coffee whenever I want when I'm out and about, so I'll take it. That's awesome. So, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for coming along with me as I did this little experiment here on this wonderfully, deliciously cozy day here in my kitchen. I hope you all will give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and please be sure to check the description bar below. I have my links to my Twitch page, which I go live over there 4 times a week now, as well as my Cameo page. And with Christmas here, the Christmas season upon us, definitely be considering giving either yourself or your loved one a Christmas gift of a personalized video shout out from me. So definitely click the Cameo link down below if that interests you. Y'all are awesome. I will see you on the next video or the next live stream, whichever is first. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I'm gonna enjoy my coffee now. Do widzenia.